4 card spirit, please. Mutable signs. Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius and Pisces. In that order, spirit, please. 1 card for each. 29th of August 2020. Starting with Gemini. Gemini, there is a proposition, a proposal coming towards you, a gift or positive communications about stability, finance, etc. There is also the chance of the man with a limp, someone with an old injury to the leg, darker complexion, someone in uniform possibly, but it's positive communication. Improvements in finance and career. It's been a nightmare situation and it's given you sleepless nights. Somebody is not putting any effort into this situation. You feel there's been no communication. Someone is bringing this communication and it will, I believe, end in someone being single, standing on their own 2 feet. The animal totems are the fox, the deer, the weasel or the stoat, the owl and the rabbit. Those born 1951 may be involved. 8 years are mentioned. Somebody not putting the effort in to communicate. There is a communication coming, but this is a nightmare situation. What to do, what to do. Need to stand on your own 2 feet. There's no 2 ways about this. Or it could go into the 9th year. Yeah, somebody is offering you a leg up. The number 7, 34. The bear is your animal totem. It's always a mother energy, and there is a mother and child here. So somebody is helping you here with spirit, positive communications, but you are going to have to stand on your own 2 feet. Possibly you or someone else has to make more effort, because this is not a good situation. No major arcanas. Merlin. So the wrong person received the gift, did they? Let's see. Merlin is the most famous of bards and magicians since history began. There are many conflicting stories of his birth, and given his modern day fame, it is hard to distinguish the difference between fact and fiction. So maybe you're finding it hard to find the difference between fact and fiction. What is fact is his ability to understand physics and combine them with a practical magic to create a world which was full of wonder and possibility. So you have the positive energy to change things. Merlin is a very old soul who lived many human lives and is known to be the reincarnation of Taliesin, the greatest wizard that ever lived. Most importantly, Merlin was known and respected for his prophetic powers. He was a wise man beyond any of human. His wisdom came from memories of past and insights to the future. He worked at one with the universal energies and worshipped the goddess, yet respected the fact that he was not the only belief practiced during his time, so maybe you will need advice. He is also gracious and humble and is respectful to other human beings. Sometimes he was called on to become a mediator in disputes, so maybe you'll need to see a mediator or you will be called on to be the mediator. You have found yourself in a position as mediator. However, unlike Merlin, you are unhappy with this responsibility, which has been forced upon you. The people surrounding you know your ability to respect others and bring insight and calm to most situations. Don't be afraid to take on this responsibility. It is a sign of respect from those around you. Deal with the situation using the wisdom which is yours and trust in your abilities to ensure all sides are represented fairly. It will become evident that the entire situation was a simple misunderstanding, an information that each assumed the other party had, and was simply that, an assumption. Never assume. As the dispute is settled, all parties will leave feeling they have won, which will result in a newfound confidence in yourself and your abilities to no longer shy away from this situation if it happens again. Virgo, unconditional love. An older water sign male or someone with water in his chart loves you unconditionally. So if in doubt about a male in your life, know that there's no reason to doubt. This is unconditional love. You may be called on to love unconditionally. It depends on what the rest of the cards say. Yeah, there's a fire sign female that's getting in the way. She is wants everything her way or the her way. She will scream and scream and scream until she's sick. This is my Violet Elizabeth card for those of a certain age who watch Just William. She doesn't intend to leave without what she believes she deserves. She will chuck a tantrum. She's seen her ass. No action is being taken there. Lack of passion. Someone is closing themselves off, possibly voluntarily. 5 years is mentioned. Feeling on the outside looking in. Possible changes because it's a 5 in finances and career. Feeling a lack. Yeah, and time is running out. TikTok, 8 minutes past 10 is on the clock. Divine timing is at work, number 30. So tomorrow may be an important day. Running out of time. Caridian, the Welsh crow goddess. This is something coming to light, and a light bulb moment. Tomorrow, possibly, a transformation is about to take care. She is the keeper of the cauldron, which contains Awen, meaning the divine spirit or prophetic inspiration. Caridian gave birth to a son and was born so ugly that as a means to overcome this, she spent 1 year brewing a spell that would give him infinite wisdom. She added herbs at precise astrological times. However, on the day the spell was ready, 3 magical drops intended for her son fell instead on her servant boy. So someone who shouldn't have got something did. Gwion Bach instantly became a great magician and fled from her fury. She pursued the boy, who used his magical powers and shape-shifted into different animals. As he did, Caridian would shift into the animal natural enemy. So it feels like you're being hounded, possibly, or you may be hounding someone else. Caridian represents inspiration and victory from an unexpected event. If your plans are not going the direction which you'd hoped, have no fear. There is another outcome that will surpass your expectations. When we try hard to control things, often it is a loss of control that we most experience. The more we try to push back in the direction we believe things should be heading, the more off course we become. This is not to say to become lazy or uncaring of the outcome, just that somewhere there is a balance. Be mindful to notice the challenges which prevent you from moving forward and look for alternative ideas. Possessing the insight to change direction or allowing the situation to flow its natural course, which is what you're doing there, is wisdom in itself. If it's too hard, it's too hard. Stop and allow the situation to write its own ending. And that's what they want you to do. Stop. Divine timing. Spirit are going to make this happen. Sagittarius, balance is returning to your life. There is equal reciprocity. As you give, so you will receive. 6 years as mentioned. Financial gains. Or it might not be too much, but it's enough. The more you give out, the more you receive. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, finances and career. Yeah, there is gossip coming to your ears. I would take it with a pinch of salt. A fire sign, immature energy, child possibly, gossips and lies. Yeah, children definitely. Watch out for the fire sign child that's lying, or some issue from your childhood that's coming back to be healed. There is a lot of gossip going on about children. Siblings possibly, but I don't think so. It's children. Fire sign energy. There's no major arcana, so it might not be a big deal, but to you it's important. So you need to make sure that the boundaries are in place with the children and they know not to tell lies. Yeah, you have to think about this one carefully. If you handle this right, it seems to be not a very big issue for you. But in a child's life, this is a very big issue and they will remember this for a very long time. So if there is a lie being told by a child, now is the time to have that conversation that lies never pay off. 44 is mentioned. So 4s are obviously important. Yeah, you have to go with your gut instinct on this one and be self-assured. So don't think you can't do this, you haven't got the confidence to do this. You have. This is maybe a lesson for a child that you have to teach them about self-assurance. It's a quality which we work really hard to gain, and that can be taken from us with very little effort, particularly when we're willing to allow others to damage our sense of self-worth and esteem. So somebody may have damaged a child by telling them lies. Self-assurance is based on the belief that we value ourselves and we are willing to allow others to have their opinions that differ from ours, yet still stand strong in what we believe to be our truth. Self-assurance is something that we usually don't lack, but you have allowed someone to undermine your sense of trust, and this is extended to the trust that you once had in yourself. So some gossip may have shook you. This person does not deserve to have so much power. Initially, you were tricked into allowing this person to make decisions for you, and now you don't know how to stop it. Try harder. You can regain your power in this situation, and when you do, you will have to commit to yourself to not allow this to occur again. This is just the first test, and others won't be so difficult when you conquer this one. So maybe an issue with a child, now they're growing older, where you've got to say, no, because you've spoilt them a bit or something like that, that they've taken liberties. Now is to put the ground rules down before they get any older. Pisces, that is your energy. You are playing the martyr and victim, stuck in limbo. It's karmic situations, secrets and hidden enemies. And number 12 is important. You're suspended in limbo, Groundhog Day. There may be issues with the feet and toes, but it's time to end this karmic situation and look at it from a different angle. Number 4 could be important. And there she is again. Like 9 out of 10 readers had this. It's ridiculous. So those born on the 2nd or the 29th, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. Someone is coming out of an unhealthy situation. The secrets are coming out. They're seeing the light, seeing clarity. Tarot reader, psychic medium, carnival people, connections to October the 11th for me. Christmas, the turkey, the heron are your animal totems. Be careful what goes in your mouth as in diet and medication comes out your mouth as in words written or spoken. But this is positive energy, those born on the 2nd or the 29th. There is an older man who once had everything, is now lost a lot of money. He's not as successful as he used to be, possibly. He could possibly wear a uniform. He could possibly have been a good friend. But now comes a dangerous enemy. So watch out for this friend who is not reliable or predictable anymore. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Yeah, you're taking your building bricks to build a new future. And number 38, which takes us to 11, which is one of our numbers, the 11, is very important. Somebody is building a path for a new future. But there are secrets and hidden enemies here. Sacred learning. Spirit are trying to tell you something. It's your third eye chakra. So listen to Spirit. They have something to say. The original sacred learning begins at the birth of time. Some may say time is endless and there's no beginning and no end. Our learning is not dissimilar. There's no beginning and no end. Whilst ever there's a breath in our being, we are still learning. Recognising your spiritual knowledge as a gift from your soul is the gift of memories which you have stored up over many lifetimes of experience. Sacred learning comes from our ability to first recognise the knowledge and then believe in yourself to find the courage to integrate it into your life. This isn't an airy, fairy, feel-good piece of information. There is an internal knowing which guides us all to where we need to be. Mostly we're unaware of the journey we're on and what influences the decisions we make, but the wheels are set in motion from the moment we take our first breath. Become aware of the importance of your decisions as they influence others greatly. You have just made a decision and the repercussions from this will affect many more people. This may be one of those rare times when you need to justify why you made that decision. So not to say it's a bad decision, it's just simply a decision which had ramifications for others. Take time to think through your decision-making process because this is a time to become aware of how often you rely on your sacred learning from your soul past without even knowing you are accessing such wisdom. From this time forward, you will begin to take your inner wisdom more seriously and you will understand that the depths of knowledge that you bring from one life to the next. Congratulations, you are ascending.